Well, thank goodness this is the last night where that crazy daylight saving time time shift comes into play. Man, I know. I messed all that up. I forgot when I was listing all this stuff last week about the time shift. So for the last 5 days, all of our auctions that have been ending that should have given us an hour or an hour and 15 minutes have given us like 5 minutes. I know. You guys have been great, though, about patiently waiting for your invoices and then getting them paid as soon as you get them. So I appreciate that. And tonight is, thank goodness, the last night affected by that. So we should be back on a normal schedule with a normal hour or so between the end of the auctions and the start of the break from here on out. There's always a little information that we go through as we start the break. So the first thing on the screen you see there, my feedback is 100% automated on eBay. That's because I am always behind. It seems like I'm always busy either listing or sorting or shipping or doing something work related or running errands, life stuff too. So this way you don't have to wait on me. As soon as you post positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. And the most important part of what's on that screen is to say thank you. I always appreciate you guys bidding with me, breaking with me, chatting with me. So thank you for participating tonight. And if you're just watching and hanging out, you weren't in the break, hey, welcome. Glad to have you too. Or as well, whichever we should say for that. What you see on the screen now are the breaks that are already listed on eBay. I always list 5 days out. Yeah, which we learned the hard way with the daylight savings time thing. Some days, 5 days doesn't pay off. But I do always list 5 days out. So this is a quick look at what we have upcoming in the next 5 days. Tomorrow night, notice that we do have a couple of different case breaks. One of them is Contenders Optic Football. That's that full inner case. And it doesn't have very many cards per box, so it goes pretty quickly. And then a half case of Heritage Baseball, which will be the start of a brand new case. On Saturday, we'll do some more autographed memorabilia. We've got a 1-box break there as well. And then we'll do the back half of the Donruss baseball case that we're going to start tonight. On Sunday, we'll open another half case of 2011 Panini Prime Signatures. That'll be the back half of the case that we're beginning this evening. And also on Sunday, we'll do an 8-box full inner case of Panini Revolution Basketball. That is the hobby version, not the Chinese New Year version that we opened last month. Monday, another autographed memorabilia. That one's a full-size helmet. And then we'll do the back half of the Heritage Baseball that we will start on tomorrow night. Tuesday, we've got a few 1-box breaks back in the mix, some more autographed memorabilia, and then another full case of select basketball. So that's how it looks for the 5 days ahead. Let's go over and take a look at some more info for tonight. As you can see, we've got a couple of things tonight that are free shipping. Anything that has free shipping for the bidder is going to go out roughly 5 or 6 days after the auction ends. Sometimes sooner, it'll hitch a ride if you have another package going in the interim. But if you don't, 5 to 6 days is usually what we're looking at. So in that case for tonight, that's the Game Day Greats autographed football jersey and the half case of Prime Signatures football, both anticipated to ship Wednesday the 21st. If you're in one of those 2 breaks, please also take a moment to look at the information on the screen there about what happens if your team is not pulled and you don't hit anything in a break. Basically, in a nutshell, you're still entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year, any series. It's typically sent with your next package, your next hits. It's tracked for 90 days. If you want it sent sooner by itself, it can be. You just have to let me know. And of course, there's more information about that in the listing description. The paid shipping break for tonight is, of course, the half case of Donruss Baseball. Guys, I have that listed to go out on Tuesday, the 20th. I know that's a little bit longer than I normally take to ship things, and I'm going to try to get that to you sooner. But to be on the safe side, I'm listing Tuesday because I have a lot of stuff still yet to sort and get out the door. And I also know I have a few life appointments and work things in between that will take up some time over the next day or two. So that is my best guess. This is also the order we're breaking in tonight. So it will be the jersey, then the 2011 Prime Signatures, then Donruss Baseball. So if you're here for Donruss, I would say you probably have about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. We'll be starting on your break. Hi, Wayne. I see you in chat. Good evening to you, too. So first up tonight, one box of 2017 TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jersey. This is break number 13. So the 13th time we have broken this particular jersey. As you know, we break a variety of different jerseys. Everything that we opened tonight ended tonight on eBay March the 15th. We're live streaming it tonight as well. We started at 10 Eastern. Team names are on the left. Winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. And we'll take a minute to scroll down through here so you guys can all refresh your memory as to which team you have and or start working your mojo. Try to conjure up a good hit for you. Here you're going to see the background go out of focus. That is by design. Don't worry, you're still going to be able to see the cards and everything just fine. I just like to manually set the focus. I don't like the challenges of zooming in and out that come with autofocus, so I'm kind of picky about that sort of thing. Game Day Greats jerseys are always awesome. We pretty much always pull somebody cool out of here. I guess hence the title, right, of Game Day Greats. But we've had really good luck with them. So I'm sure that's going to continue tonight. Oh, yeah, this is a cool one. And one we don't pull super often. Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. So very nice little Larry Fitzgerald. I'm not going to take this out of here because it's like a map. You unfold it and it's a nightmare to get it folded back. But there you can see is your Larry Fitzgerald autograph. There is a JSA authentication sticker down there at the bottom. On the front side, there is your JSA authentication paper certificate. It just matches up with that little sticker. And then I will open the bag before I ship it and put this little card in there. This is just a little informational thing from TriStar. So our hit tonight is Larry Fitzgerald for the Arizona Cardinals on our autographed jersey. In fact, I'm going to put this in there right now so I don't forget to do it. And just make sure when you get this that you find both of those paper things before you toss out anything. Because sometimes I do put them in the folds of the jersey or something like that to make sure that they get there safe and sound. Next up, we're going to be opening some 2011 Panini Prime Signatures. It's the start of a new case. So what that means is I'm going to take all the boxes out. We will number them on the end, and then random.org will choose which 5 we open tonight versus which 5 we open in the next break. So once again, if you are in this break, please take a moment to review the information on the screen. It gives you an anticipated shipping date for this Prime Signatures break, and it also talks a bit about what happens if you're not pulled in the break. This is 5 boxes of 2011 Prime Signatures. It's a half case, and this is break number 55. Yeah, so it's a 55th time we have broken a half case of 2011 Prime Sigs. And of course, it also ended tonight, March the 15th, and we're live streaming it tonight, the 15th, as well. And we have also had, did I forget to put the Washington Redskins in there? Look at that, I did. That is so crazy. Well, I don't know what happened there. Well, I do know. I didn't somehow grab it when I was cutting and pasting. I'm pretty sure that it was also Lobo 133, but let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Hang on. I'm like, for whatever reason, that stuck out in my mind that I think he has the last 2 teams of that, but I'm going to tell you for sure here in just a second, as soon as I can get to the right page on eBay to answer that question for me. I can't believe I left that out of there. That is so stupid of me. I didn't even notice it when I did the cut and paste that I accidentally blew a team out of there. What is my deal today? I guess it has to do with the fact that I was, freaking out because we've got like 5 minutes from the end of the auctions to get all the invoices out and get the spreadsheet finished and start the break. Compliments of our friend Daylight Saving Time. And sorry guys, I am just pulling this up on my eBay on a different screen, trying to make sure that I am right, that that is Lobo, but I think it is. I just got to scroll down and find it. Yeah, it is. Okay. For once, I remembered a bidder, right? Yay me. I don't usually remember those, as you know. But tonight I did. So now you're all nice and official there. I was going to insert a row, but why can I not find anything on here? Let's try this again. Now I feel happier. And now Lobo sees his or her name up there twice. Like it should have been to begin with. Oh, I see Shane Hubbard is in chat now. Shane is saying, I guess you must be Lobo. And you were saying it was you on that. If I had been looking down at chat on my iPad instead of looking at eBay on my laptop, we could have probably gotten that done quicker. Sorry about that, guys. I just went right to the source, and I should have been looking at chat instead. All right, so I'm trying to get all of these boxes out of here. They pack them in, of course, nice and tight, which is good. You don't want your stuff moving around inside the case, but then sometimes when it comes time to get it out, you have to fight with it a little bit. So once again, what I do, number each box on the end whenever we're starting a new case and not breaking the whole case, and then type in the numbers into random. We randomize them one time, and in this case, it'll be the first 5 that come up will be the 5 that we open tonight. So let me get us on the right page for that little endeavor, and then we'll be off to the races. Well, why don't I just make a mess of that? There we go. So it gave us 3, 10, 7, 6, and 4. So that's 3, 4, 6, 7, and 10 that we're opening tonight. 3 and 4, 6 and 7, and 10. All right, there we go. Let me take a moment here to set these other 5 out of the way. And then we'll take a look at what we've got in here. So a few things to know about 2011 Prime Signatures. Each box has 1 pack in it, and each pack will have 1 autograph card in it. Sometimes we find redemptions in here. If we do find a redemption, it's going to be expired. Because of the, this is product from 2011. These redemptions usually only last for a couple of years. However, you do still want to redeem it in your Panini account, and it will let you online, even though it's expired, it'll let you redeem it. A lot of times they still have the cards from the older stuff like this. When they do, they'll send it to you, usually within a month or 2. If they do not still have it, this is where the challenge comes in. They will substitute for you, and they'll ask you, what's your favorite team, what's your favorite player type scenario, and then they'll give you a card of equal value, roughly equal value. The challenge is you have to find a live person for them to do that. They don't answer the phone. They don't answer their email. You can eventually, with a little perseverance, track down someone either through Facebook or through Twitter. It will probably take you a little bit of time, but eventually you can track someone down and they'll help you out with it. So I wish they had a little easier way to do that, the way Topps does it, where you can just go online and check a box that says substitute. And they do it, but Panini doesn't have it set up like that, so we have to work within their system. All the cards in 2011 Prime Signatures are numbered, including our base card. So every card we see will be numbered. If the rookie was at the rookie premiere, it will be an on-card autograph in this set. If it's a veteran or Hall of Famer or a rookie that wasn't at the premiere, it will be a sticker auto in here. Jimmy Orr to $4.99 for the Colts. Javid Best, $4.99 Lions. Vernon Davis to $99 for the 49ers. Oh, Lenny Moore for the Colts. That's a nice little Hall of Fame hit for you. That is numbered to 75, and a sticker auto. First out is the Lenny Moore for the Colts. I always like finding players like that. I think it's a lot of fun. So I know everybody's got kind of their own thing. Some people like it, some don't, but it always makes me happy. Steve Bartowski to $4.99 Falcons. Reggie Bush, $4.99 Dolphins. Jermaine Gresham, $4.99 Bengals. Our hit, Blaine Gabbert to $1.99 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We pulled Blaine Gabbert out of here not too long ago. Excuse me. Allergies. And I didn't cough on my hand. Actually coughed into my shoulder that time. Usually it's elbow. That time it was shoulder. So Blaine Gabbert for the Jags, our second hit. Thurman Thomas to $4.99 for the Bills. Curtis Martin, $4.99 for the Jets. Craig James to $49 for the Patriots. And Tywan Jones to $249. That one's also on card for the Raiders. So the last two nice hard-signed on-card autos. Goodness gracious, I don't know what is going on. Got a little tickle in my throat there. Felix Jones to $4.99 for the Cowboys. Irving Fryer, $4.99 for the Dolphins. Russ Grimm to $4.99 for the Redskins, and a redemption, but it is gold, so it'll be relatively low numbered. And doesn't say anything about rookie. It just says prime signature gold. So that could be interesting. That could be a veteran player. We'll go to the checklist and find out as soon as we look at the last pack here. Joe Montana to $4.99 for the 49ers. Don Perkins, $4.99 Cowboys. Phillip Rivers to $49 for the Chargers. And we've got two hits in this one. Oh, we got a little bonus. Got an extra autograph. Anthony Allen to $1.99 for the Ravens. That one's a sticker auto. And then our extra hit is Jaquiz Rogers for the Falcons to $25. You know, I have not coughed all day. I haven't coughed in weeks. And all of a sudden, right now, there is just something in my throat that is killing me. I'm going to take a little drink of water here, see if that helps. Let's go look this up. This is Prime Signature Gold, card number 152. So let's go see what we can find out about that. And for those of you who might not know, as you can see on the screen, we are fortunate enough that Panini has all of their checklists online all the way back to 2009. So we can find a lot of good stuff right online, which is nice. What did I say that was? Just says Prime Signature Gold. All right. And card number 152. Good gracious. All right, we got to scroll for a while. Ryan Matthews for the Chargers to $25. So, yeah, so that's cool. It's too bad it was a redemption. I would like for that to have been live in there, but hopefully they'll still have it for you. Maybe they will. Ryan Matthews, Chargers to $25 on our redemption. And I'm putting it, well, I guess I'm not putting it in a sleeve. Not that one anyway. When I get it in the sleeve, that is so I can write on it. And then we'll review our hits here. And as soon as we do that, then we'll be off to the races with our Donruss baseball. And of course, we got the extra hit in here. So instead of the 5 hits we were expecting, we got 6. So even better. To $25 for the Falcons, Jaquiz Rogers. That is sticker auto. Anthony Allen sticker autograph to 199 for the Ravens. Taiwan Jones to 249, hard signed on card for the Raiders. Blaine Gabbert to 199, hard signed on card for the Jags. Nice little Lenny Moore to 75 for the Colts. That's a really cool hit if you're a Colts fan. And then the Ryan Matthews for the Chargers to 25 on the redemption. So that is this half of 2011 Prime Signatures. The back half of that, again, comes up in a couple of days. I've already forgotten now. We had the spreadsheet up a minute ago, but it's sometime here in the next few days. We will be doing the back half of this case of 2011 Prime. I'm just creating a little workspace here because Donruss Baseball takes up a lot of space. A lot. We get our spreadsheet set back up and we will be ready to roll with some Donruss. And for all the football folks that are probably taking off, not hanging around for baseball, thank you once again. I very much appreciate you always when you break with me and bid with me and come keep me company and chat. So hopefully we'll see you again on another break. Always something going on just about every night. So again, guys, for this Donruss Baseball, if you're in this break, I'm conservatively putting Tuesday as your ship date. And I'm going to try really super hard to get it out to you faster than that. But just right now, based on what I know my schedule looks like, and the amount of work that I have and appointments that I have, etc., Tuesday is the safest bet. And if I can get it out faster, of course I will. This is a brand new case we'll be starting. It is 8 boxes of 2018 Donruss Baseball. It's a half case break. It's break number 3. It ended tonight, March the 15th. And I finally did get our Team USA category up. So tonight, any Team USA cards that we pull along the way will go to this spot right there and that specific bidder. Everything else is as you would expect, with team names on the left, winning bidders on the right. So I see that Arcade Man has quite a few in here. Dirty Randy's got quite a few in here. So we've got several people with multiple teams in this break. Got to see what kind of fun stuff we can pull out of here for you. And I'm still looking for the Ohtani. I want the Ohtani. This is a massively heavy case of stuff. And since it is a new case, all 16 boxes are going to come out, just like we did with Prime Signatures. They will all be numbered on the end, and then random.org will select for us which half we're going to open tonight versus which half we will be opening. I think it is Sunday night. Is that when the back half of this opens, or is it Saturday? It might be Saturday, actually. I think it is Saturday. And this break does take a while. So if you want a snack, or you're watching the tournament, got to walk the dog, whatever, yeah. Plan on, you got a little time to get that done, and then it's going to take a while to bust through all of this. Because it's around 1,500 cards as a half case. I mean, it's a significant amount of cards. It's one of the longest sorts that I have to do. Probably really only in close in approximation to like Series 1, Series 2, and Update when you do the jumbos. They're really long as well, like this is. All right, so we're back to random. And I'll be typing in 1 through 16. We'll hit random one time, and whatever the first 8 numbers are that come up are the ones we'll be opening tonight. It gives us 4, 6, 9, 3, 13, 12, 8, and 14. Okay, so that is 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. I am not going to remember that. I already see that coming. Oh boy. All right. 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's get that much done. There's the 3 and the 4. 6, 8, and 9. Now I'm going to have to look again. I won't make you go back with me again, but now I need to look again. 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. Well, you would have thought I could have remembered that, huh? All right, so there's 12. And then here's 13 and 14. Give me a hot second to get the rest of these safely put away. The ones that we are not opening tonight, and then we'll start on those. Okay, so in each one of these boxes, we should find 3 hits. I'm actually going to stack these in one stack, I think. And they can be autographs or memorabilia cards. So it's an either-or kind of deal, but it should be 3 hits per box. Now, the key to, of course, any Panini break, they always say, on average. That's the part that gets you. On average. Because basically, sometimes they take one of our hits and replace it with Panini Rewards points. So that can happen. Sometimes they just flat out don't give us a hit we're due. And we had that happen in Contenders last night. They're just shorted us a hit. We were supposed to have 5 and we only had 4. So sometimes they mess up. But most of the time, we should find what they tell us. There will be tons of inserts in here. What they consider short prints are not probably what most of us would consider short prints, because there's so many of them. Now, there are some that definitely are, like Whammy. You know, we found one of those last time in a whole case. But there are many, many others that are not. We're going to find that the cards in here go a lot of different directions. And rather than continually flipping the stack of cards over and over and over, unless it's something super important, we're just going to look at them upside down. Now, if someone objects to that, please jump into chat and let me know, and I will flip them over back and forth. In the absence of someone telling me that, that's how we're going to roll. Signature Series Nicky Delmonico for the White Sox is our first hit out. Next up, we have a little Gary Sanchez numbered insert to 283, I believe that says, for the Yankees. And if you are watching this live and you can't see chat, there are a couple things I can tell you about that. The first one is that if you are not logged in, that could be the problem, because you do have to be logged in to see chat. This I'm going to set aside because we have 2 different teams on it. We're going to find quite a few of those as we go through. They'll all be set aside for now, and we will take care of awarding them by way of random at the end of the break. Kelly Tomlinson, San Francisco Giants, in a promising pro materials. So then the other part of what I was telling you guys about chat, if you're logged in, wait a minute, we got a problem first before I do that. There is, can you guys see that? There's a big chip or whatever. Yeah, that's basically the paper is pulled away from the card right in the center there. So did want to point that out once I saw it. This is numbered to 99 as well. You may be able to, I don't know. I don't even know if that can be pushed back down. It looks like that paper is kind of messed up right there on that edge of the hit. So if you're logged in and you still can't see chat, the other thing I can tell you is that if you are on a mobile device, you might have to switch to the desktop view to be able to see it. And that would be like a tablet or a phone. Joshua, how are you? You got a bunch of teams tonight. I noticed you and Arcade Man both had quite a few teams going here tonight. So hopefully we'll have some good luck for you. Jack Flaherty for the St. Louis Cardinals Signature Series sticker auto is our third hit. So that's all three of our hits out of this box have already turned up. Chris Sale to 199 for Boston. This is one of our Team USA cards. This is Andrew Vaughn. It is numbered 2/999. So again, remember all these USA Baseball, Team USA American Pride cards will go to that bidding spot. And that bidding spot, of course, we will have in the next half of the case as well. A Dominator, Corey Kluber to $9.99 for the Cleveland Indians. And again, there's lots of variations throughout here as well, but they're so common that I really don't even honestly consider them to be short prints. I know technically I guess they are, but you know. Artist Proof J.P. Crawford to 10. Now that's nice. That is number 1 of 10 on the J.P. Crawford rated rookie for the Phillies. So that's a cool little hit for the Phillies. Oh, you're with your cousin Chris and Patrick, and they each have 3 teams in here. Okay, cool. Well, so you guys are kind of sharing the wealth then, if you will. Well, that makes it fun when you have, I used to collect with my cousins when I was younger. A family endeavor. Of course, that was, you know, we didn't have breaking back then. We just had our allowances, and then you go and buy packs, and if you get something you don't like, you trade it off to somebody else. That's what we had going. There's a bunch of the black and white ones as well. There's a handful of players that applies to. But again, we find so many of them that I don't really think of them as really being short printed. I do kind of wish Panini would take more of the approach that Topps takes. In regard to the short prints, I mean. It would be nice if they had a little actual shorter run than what they do. A Foundations insert for Mike Trout to 149 for the Angels. The Rockies, Nolan Arenado. This is also to 10. Number 6 of 10. It's another artist proof. Like we had the one for J.P. Crawford a minute ago for the Phillies. Now the Rockies hit one. And the Expos cards go to the Nationals. I'd say most of you know that the old Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. That's to 289 Robbie Ray for the D-backs. Cards do always stay with their franchise. So a franchise, you know, relocates, renames, etc. Like the Seattle Pilots. The old Seattle Pilots are the current Milwaukee Brewers. So if we pulled that, that's where that would go. The only time that gets kind of confusing is when you get into the Washington Senators time frame, because they had like 3 different franchises that went through Washington and all called themselves the Washington Senators. One is the current Minnesota Twins. I think they exited in like 60 or 61. Then the one that came in and replaced it is the current Texas Rangers. So when you pull Senators, you kind of have to figure out what year the player was to know which team it should go to. Nolan Arenado to 999 out of this world insert for the Rockies. This is the last of the Donruss that I have. I only got a couple of cases of it, because frankly, typically, you can find Donruss about any time that you want it. You know, so I get a couple cases when it comes out, and then if we want to open more, we usually are able to buy it and open it a little bit down the road, but not so this year. They are sold out at Panini, and most of the distributors I work with are sold out as well, so kind of crazy. Well, this time on average works in our favor because we have an extra hit. We have 4 hits in this box as opposed to the 3 that we were expecting. Our 4th is Greg Bird for the Yankees with the Diamond Collection Relic. That makes me feel a little bit better about the one we got that had the big chunk out of the bottom of the card, the other relic. So at least we got another hit to kind of offset that. I don't know if we find, does anybody know if there's a whammy in every case? It's not listed as a specific case hit. The way Panini presents it, it should be less than a case hit. But we did find one in our first case, so I'm just curious if anybody's watched very many breaks with Donruss. If you know, are they coming out 1 per case, and Panini just didn't call them case hits, or if they really are coming out less often than that. Mickey Mantle, numbered 254. With his nickname on it, the Commerce Comet. That's one of the many variations that you'll find in here. Some have the player's full name on it, like first, middle, and last. Some will have their nicknames on it. I mean, there's all kinds of little variations that you see in Diamond Kings. In fact, when it first came out, the first day, I was at the hobby store, and the owner and I were both opening, and I just bought some from him so that I could get my hands on a little bit of it, because I only buy sealed cases for the breaks. So I was opening some, he was opening some out of the same case, and when we got done, we were counting up the number of base cards versus the number of inserts, and it was like almost all inserts. There were hardly any cards that would really be considered base in it, so we kind of thought that was funny, that they've got so many inserts that virtually every card is an insert. But hey, whatever works, right? That was stuck to the back of our little decoy card there. And we have a Promising Pros John Lamb relic for the Angels. Still makes me sad to see Zach Cozart in anything other than a Cincinnati Reds uniform. I'm sad that he left. Max Scherzer to 249 All-Stars insert for the Nats. My Kentucky Wildcats managed to escape the first round of the NCAA tournament today. I wasn't sure if they would. They've been kind of up and down all year. And they started out the game doing really well. I thought, oh, all right, this isn't gonna be too nerve-wracking. And then, oh yeah, no, then they were terrible in the second half, but still managed to hang around and win it. But I don't know about the next game. Reggie Jackson for the Oakland A's, numbered to 500 on that insert. A Dominator Altuve to 9.99. Astros. Segura to 199 for the Mariners. And there's a little black and white Rod Carew for the Angels. Whoops, we got one. One keeps wanting to stick to our decoy card like every time. That time it was Corey Kluber. Black and white Chris Bryant. Black and white Mickey Mantle. Of course, we've already seen quite a few of those go through, so not super novel to see them, but there they are. Of course, we are not too far away from Gypsy Queen coming out. Gypsy Queen comes out Wednesday, the 21st, so right around the corner. All of our Donruss will be done by then. A lot of our Heritage will be done, although I think I do still have, even after we finish the case upcoming, I think there is still another case or maybe two of Heritage, but I'll work it in later after we break some Gypsy Queen, because we will break that the night it comes out, that and NT, National Treasures Football. Benintendi relic for the Red Sox. They are both the 21st and maybe something else the 21st. I can't think what. Brandon Woodruff. This one is numbered to 6. So a little 2 of 6 for the Milwaukee Brewers on that rated rookie. Several nice low number parallels in here this evening so far. A couple to 10 and that one to 6. I don't know why that Brian Dozier, I don't know. I looked at it funny. He has on sunglasses. And when I first looked at it, I'm like, who is that? I didn't recognize him for a second. Indians with a hit. Francisco, I always say it wrong, Mejia or Mija, something like that. Anyway, it's for the Indians. Donruss Signature Series sticker auto. Another dual team card. We're probably going to find some cards in here. Did one stick? I guess one didn't. That have 3 teams on them. As a matter of fact, right on cue, there is one. So that also will be set aside because we'll go into random and figure out how those are distributed at the end of the break as well. Unless we ended up with like exactly 3 or 6 or 9, something divisible by 3. And then we would just send an equal number to each of the 3 teams on the card. But if we don't find an equal amount of them, then we'll award them by way of random to one of the 3 teams. Mickey Mantle out of this world to 999 for the Yankees. An American Pride for USA Baseball, Nick Meyer to 249. San Diego Chicken goes to the Padres. You probably saw the San Diego Chicken card fly by there a second ago, and it will be for the Padres. Now, see, in that box, did we get 3 in that box? Yeah, I guess we did. For some reason, I didn't think we did. And I was thinking that it was going to average out because we had 4 in the first one. But no, we really did get 3 in there. I forgot about the first one for the Angels. Oh, Jason, I haven't seen any of the blank backs, but you also know that I don't typically look at the back of every card as we go through the break either. That's usually something I would find in sorting more so than live, unless it was a numbered insert or a hit. Then those we do flip over. But the others I typically don't. Because there's, you know, there's like 1,500 of them. So if we looked at the front and back of every one, this would be a 2+ hour break just to get through this half case. Octavio, this is, I don't know what box this is. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setting back there. So this would have to be box 3, right? Because we would have done 2, which would be 6 and 7. So yeah, this has to be box 3 that we're looking at this moment. To 149 Manny Machado Foundations. Insert. Well, I guess you saw it was an insert, but anyway. Another press proof. This is Corey Kluber to 99 for the Indians. Another one of our 2-team cards. There's loads of those. Kevin Kiermaier. And that's a nice relic, numbered to 10. So, you know, it should be a nice looking patch when it's numbered to 10, right? We've had good luck pulling low numbered, in general, low numbers out of this half. But that's a very nice little patch there for the Royals. Number 3 of 10 for the Kiermaier. So very cool. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the Royals. It's Tampa Bay Rays. I said Royals. It's not Royals. It's Rays. Every once in a while, yeah, I might regress there and call out a wrong team verbally. But it's always going to go to the card that is or to the team that is actually on the card, even if I mess up and say the wrong one. Occasionally I do, especially if people have been traded recently and things like that, which I don't always. Takes me a few breaks before I remember. Some of them I remember, but a lot of them I don't. Out of habit, you just say the old team. Ahmed Rosario, that's a nice little hit for the Mets. Sticker auto in the Signature Series. And there's a blank back. Speaking of, look at that, Jason. You kind of conjured that, right? For the Cardinals. So I owe that entirely, I think, to you conjuring that up, man. Good job on it. So Benintendi technically not black and white. I think they're calling it, quote, sepia, but whatever you want to call it. Tyler Duffy for the Twins, Promising Pros Materials. Those thick card sleeves are arguing with me. They're not wanting to come out of the cack tonight. They're over there giving me grief when I try to get them out of there. Another Manny Machado Foundations insert to 999 for Baltimore. Orioles with a couple of those. You know, the people that pick up my trash and recycling have to wonder what in the world I'm doing. My trash and recycling most of the time doesn't have hardly anything in it besides boxes and wrappers from breaks. I wonder if they look at that kind of stuff, you know? Like, if I was picking up the trash or the recycle, I think I'd probably, I mean, I wouldn't, like, go through it, you know what I mean? But I think I would notice it when it was getting dumped out if it was a lot of the same thing. Miguel Cabrera to 500, Diamond Kings insert. So, Miggy adding one for the Tigers. Alex Wood, 272, Dodgers. Another decoy card. Another Abreu, black and white. Now, of course, obviously, when our cards that have more than one player on them, when both players are from the same team, we don't have to, of course, worry about those going to random. Only when it's two different teams do we have to worry about it. And tonight we still might not have to on some of them, because we've got, well, I guess we'd still run it through random, but there are a couple of you that have multiple teams tonight that would probably, no matter which way we went, you would win. Long ball for the Blue Jays. That is numbered to 99. Justin Smoke. Ryan Braun. 302 for the Brewers. I'm actually going to be a little bit sad to see Donruss go, knowing that we can't get any more of it this year. Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to have it. They're just going to probably mark the price up, but you know, I mean, you could probably go right now today onto Panini's website and still get Donruss from the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, it's just so crazy that it's completely sold out. I think they must have done a much lower print run this year than they have in past years, I would assume. Promising Pros Materials, Eric Gonzalez for the Cleveland Indians. That's numbered to 99. I think most of those are numbered to 99, aren't they? And I don't, well, I guess no. I guess some of them aren't numbered, but that one is to 99. The other numbered one that we had earlier, I think, was also to 99. And then some, I guess, are unnumbered entirely. Josh Bell for the Pittsburgh Pirates Diamond Collection Relic. I'm just going to have to get some, I've just got to get some of these thick ones out on the table because I cannot get them out of this little bag tonight. They're not cooperating with me for some reason. They're trying to be very difficult this evening, the thick card sleeves. Another George Brett, black and white, went by there. Cody Bellinger, 279 for the Dodgers, of course. And now I grabbed the wrong sleeve. Doesn't that figure? See, that's why I didn't have them sitting out on the table, because then I grabbed the wrong one. But then they didn't want to come out of the little bag, so I didn't have any choice. Now I'm just going to be grabbing the wrong one half the night, I imagine. Max Scherzer All-Star insert for the Nationals. This one numbered to 149. I think the other one might have been to 249. So you might be moving down a little as we go. Ivan Rodriguez. There's a nice little hit. That's cool for the Marlins. Like pulling little Ivan Rodriguez. Very nice. So the Marlins probably with a little unexpectedly good hit there. But that's the thing with the Marlins for the most part. They either don't hit or they hit something awesome most of the time. Not a lot of middle ground with the Marlins. Maybe that'll change with time. Derek Jeter down there cleaning house. He's got to get in some new talent. Maybe some of them will be good. He's got to get in some inexpensive talent, more to the point. Miguel Cabrera to 199 for the Tigers. Because obviously he had some quite nice talent down there that he decided he cannot afford with his new ownership group. So we should say some nice, inexpensive new talent down there in Miami. Marlins man has not renewed his season tickets. You guys know Marlins man, I'm sure. He's had season tickets like since the dawn of time. And he hasn't renewed them this year yet because Derek Jeter won't agree to his, what Marlins man calls reasonable request, which is basically that Derek Jeter ride with him in the Marlin Mobile, which is the guy's car all decked out. You've probably seen it. And I forgot what else he wanted, like to throw out the first pitch, I think, at a game and something else. He had like 3 or 4 things that he's asking for, and Derek Jeter's basically telling him to jump in a lake, so he's not renewing his season tickets. That's to 268, Robinson Cano. And I just find the whole thing kind of funny. I don't know why it amuses me, but it does. For the Mariners. Oh, Ryan, that was you with the Marlins. All right, cool. And you were buying it hoping you would hit Rodriguez. Well, you did well then. We got right on the money for you tonight. Nice hit, Ryan. An out-of-this-world Aaron Judge for the Yankees to 249. But you got to think, Marlins man will probably give in. Like, I think he will. And he'll end up getting his season tickets. Because I don't think Derek Jeter's going to give in. I mean, as Derek Jeter's not even trying to act like he wants to talk to the guy. He's just like, no, I'm not going to get in that car. I'm not going to do any of those things. It's really kind of amusing. But really, when your team is kind of not great, and then you've traded away all your superstars and your favorite players, maybe you should take a minute to try to connect with a few of your super fans. I don't know. To 999, American Pride, John Olson. That's another one for USA Baseball, and it did have its own bidding position tonight, so all of those will go to that Team USA spot. Whoops, that is a one we've got to set aside. That Brian Dozier gets me every time. Something about the way those sunglasses look, I don't know what it is. It just makes him, it just is odd. And it catches my eye, and every time I stop and think, who is it? To 25 for the Cubbies, Wilson Contreras. I think they're kind of going for like the pink for Mother's Day and the blue for Father's Day, like Topps does the Mother's Day and Father's Day inserts. But then it has the ribbon on it, like a breast cancer awareness ribbon. But the ribbon is also on the blue ones, so I don't really kind of exactly know what they're going for there. But whatever it is, they're in shorter supply than our other cards. Chris Sale insert. That is number 2, 999 All-Stars. I guess we already looked at the back of it, but that's all right. We can look at it again. Andrew Benintendi, Sepia to 199 for the Red Sox. Molina to 284 for the Cardinals. We already pulled that nice one earlier with, was he the blank back, wasn't he? I think he was. Or the only one we've seen so far that's a blank back. I guess it's possible some of the others could have a blank back that I wouldn't find until I was sorting, but I think for the most part, aren't they going to be turned around like we found the other one, since it's an insert? Meaning most of the time has their inserts facing the opposite way. Something about the way they're collated, I guess. Oh, and you know what else I have? I keep forgetting to list this. We have Leaf Greatest Hits Baseball. I think it's called Greatest Hits. You know, they do best of, but this one I think is Greatest Hits. And it's 5 or 6 hits in a box, but it's like a $600 box cards. This is to 199 Francisco Lindor for the Indians. And it's stuff that they've bought back. You know, it's like the Leaf Best of, except better. It's like a step up from the Leaf Best of. So it can have anything in there. I mean, it could have Aaron Judge in there. Not just Leaf cards. I mean, most of the time it is other cards, Topps or Panini or whatever. Sometimes graded, sometimes not. Anyway, it's a pretty cool product, and it usually has some awesome stuff in it. And I have some of it. It just came out not too awfully long ago, like within the last week. And I keep forgetting to list the thing. This is for the Orioles Promising Pros. I really do need to get that done. Ooh, is this going to be signed? Nice. Nice. And you know what? The Braves didn't even cost that much tonight. And Ozzie Albies is a cool hit in there to 99. Sticker auto for the Braves. Nice little hit there. Good return on investment for Atlanta. I like Ozzie. I think he's going to be good. Another USA Baseball American Pride. This one is to 999. Nick Meyer. Chris Bryant, Cubbies to 199. Out of This World, Arenado. Oh, this is a low number parallel. It's to 25 for the Rockies. Of course, as you know, those can be as high as 999. And of course, now we see they can go as low as 25, maybe lower. I don't know. I don't know if there are any one-of-one parallels of that or not. But we know it at least goes to 25. This is Francisco Lindor to 299, Indians. Tony Gwynn, Padres to 500. Tampa Bay, and that is to 49. That's the blue one. That's the one I was talking about a minute ago. That goes what I think is kind of their version of Mother's Day and Father's Day. But it has the ribbon at the top, which is kind of the breast cancer awareness ribbon. But I don't know why then it would be on some blue and some pink. So maybe their blue and pink are supposed to designate something else? I don't know. But the two companies do kind of tend to go in lockstep to a certain extent. You know, if one releases something like Topps has Chrome, then the next thing you know, here will come Panini with Optic or whatever. So, I mean, they don't, whatever one does, if it works, usually the other one will come around and do it before too long. Brewers Diamond Collection, Orlando Arcia. So this is the end of box number 5 that I'm taking out of the wrappers right now. The last of box 5. So there's 3 full boxes still to look through after we look through the rest of this. And all the cards do ship. Sometimes people jump in and ask me that. But they all will be coming to you. If ever that's not the case, it would always say it in the listing description, right around the spot where it says, you know, the date and time of the break, and it tells the quantity and the title of the product we're opening. If ever something did not have all the base ship, that's the area where it would say it. This is Ozuna to $9.99 for, see, I started to say the Marlins. No, St. Louis. Gotta get those, gotta get all those trades in my head. Just you get in the habit of seeing a player and associating them with a certain team. It just kind of starts to pop out before you even think about it sometimes. To $9.99, Corey Kluber, Indians, All-Stars insert, which I just stacked in the wrong spot. I just didn't remember seeing that card before, so that's why I was taking another look at it, but it's not, doesn't indicate that it's short print on the back, so I'm going to assume we probably have seen it, and I just did not notice it before. That is to 231. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. We're getting quite a little pile going of the decoy cards. And there's our empty box. And the Foundations insert for the Nationals with Bryce Harper to $999. Dodgers, Tracy Thompson, Promising Pros Relic. Charlie Blackmon for the Rockies to $359. You would think that I would develop some, like, good hand and forearm muscles, wouldn't you? From all the pack and box opening and flipping and sorting and whatnot. I don't think I do. I don't think I have. But you would think that I would be able to. Like do some of those drills like they have quarterbacks do, you know, hold on to weight plates by your fingertips and go along with them. To 500, Andahar, Yankees. But I'm pretty sure I couldn't do that. draft is going to be interesting. I'm talking about football now, just because that made me think about quarterbacks, which now I'm thinking about the football draft. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because there's been almost, well, good grief, it seems like half the league needs a quarterback, and so half the league has paid more than they should to sign a quarterback in free agency. And of that half, it's not really half, but it's probably, I don't know, maybe a third anyway. And I'd say of that third, probably at least half of them will draft a quarterback as well. So it should be an interesting draft. Tony Gwynn, Padres to 199. I still say the running back should go first. Why am I blanking on his name? I know his name. I'm completely blanking on it for some reason. J.P. Crawford for the Phillies Signature Series sticker auto. Saquon Barkley. There we go. Just took me a minute to get it in the forefront of my head. I still think he should go, really kind of, I think he should go number one. I know that it's not fashionable to take running backs at the top of the draft, but he's awfully good. This is Braden Shipley for the Diamondbacks. It is Promising Pros materials as well as a sticker auto. Another one of our Team USA cards. This one is to 349. It is Tyler Holton. For the Phillies, to 444. Why do they come up with these strange things that they number these to? Mike Trout for the Angels, numbered to 999 in the Elite Series insert. Which, for something called Elite, why wouldn't they number it to less? That's all I'm saying. This is to 118, Verlander for the Astros. And I almost said Tigers. But he was traded long enough that I can remember a little better, of course, because we watched him pitch through the World Series. But I still, at first glance, still wanted to say Tigers. It's just such ingrained after a while. An Alex Bregman relic to 99 for the Astros. Corey Kluber, All-Stars insert to 349. Two boxes left. 6 down, 2 to go. Doesn't this feel like a Saturday night, kind of? It does to me. I don't really know why. Joshua, the other half of this breaks, I believe, on Saturday night. I'll put that spreadsheet up again at the end of the break, and that'll tell us for sure. But I think I have it scheduled for Saturday night. if I'm remembering correctly, tomorrow night would be Contenders Optic football and the first part of a new case of Heritage. And if that is correct, then that means the back half of Donruss is Saturday. And I think that is right. But I will go back and look at that spreadsheet at the end of the break, and that'll tell us for sure, because that shows everything that's breaking over the next 5 days. This is to 340, Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Because the back half of this is the last of the Donruss that I have. Probably won't get more of it, I don't imagine, just because there'll be so many other things coming out, of course, and obviously they've hiked the price up now that they're sold out. Anybody that does still have it. May Williamson, San Francisco Giants. Mac. Why did I say May? I don't know what is wrong with me. It is Mac. I need some sleep. I'm going to tell you right now what is wrong with me is I need some sleep. I have not been getting enough rest. Now I'm calling people by totally wrong names. That one didn't even make sense. I don't know that we even need to. Here comes a whammy. So maybe they are one per case. I don't know. So this is the same one we pulled the last time. Whammy Mickey Mantle for the Yankees. So maybe that answers my own question about whether or not they are one per case. But if they, I mean, why didn't Panini just say it's a case hit, one per case, instead of saying, oh, they're ultra rare and all the other stuff they said without saying they're one per case? I don't know. Marketing, I suppose. To 199, George Brett for the Royals. Kansas City. I did not do a very good job getting that pack open, did I? Not the first go round anyway. Another press proof to 10. This is maybe the third one of these we've pulled out of here to 10 tonight. Quite a few anyway. Lorenzo Cain, Kansas City Royals. Joshua, what I will do is, before we go to random on the multi-team cards, after we take everything out and we've looked at everything, but before we do the recap and before we do the multi-team cards and random, I will pop that list back up and that'll tell us for sure when the second half is. But I'm reasonably sure it's Saturday, but not 100% sure. Nolan Arenado to 290 for the Rockies. A Dominator to 999, Corey Seager, Dodgers. Robinson Cano, 494, for who knows what reason. Seattle Mariners. I mean, who just kind of sits around and says, yeah, let's make this one to 494. Let's make this one to 321. This is 999. Elite Series Carlos Correa. Astros. We're going to hit another Ozzie Albies out of here. Braves definitely getting their money's worth tonight. This one is not numbered. The other one was, but either way, still a couple of nice hits for Atlanta. Dominator for the Astros, Jose Altuve, 149. A Braden Shipley for the D-backs Diamond Collection. That's a nice looking patch. Oh, I like that very much. That is also numbered to 10. It is 1 of 10. That is the wrong sleeve. Very cool patch on the Braden Shipley. All right, last box. Out of this half case, anyway. If Wayne were on here, he would say last box mojo right now. Trying to bring forth the fire in the last box. Oh, Ryan, you have the D-backs tonight, too? Well, that's cool. You had the other Braden Shipley earlier with the patch and the signature, but, of course, that patch that we just saw to 10 is way cooler than the patch that was on the autograph parallel. In my opinion, anyway. Max Scherzer to 999. All-Star insert. I wish they had paired the autograph with that patch that we just saw to 10. Chipper Jones. Little chipper press proof to 99. Braves. Well, Ryan, you are having a good break tonight, then. You've definitely hit a couple of nice things in here. Did you play a tournament bracket today in basketball? I'm just wondering if your luck is extending into other areas, like hitting the bracket. Diamondbacks hit again. Diamond Collection with Marte. Kermayer. Let's see if I can actually say Tampa Bay this time. Instead of saying the Royals like I did the last time. Tampa Bay Rays with a relic hit. No bracket. Okay. He's just watching from the cheap seats. Yeah, I only have one bracket myself. I just didn't have time. I normally spend a little time trying to put together a bracket, and I play at, ESPN, CBS Sports, the places that give you a decent chance to win some money or some bragging rights. But I just didn't have time this time. I only did one bracket, and I turned in about 5 minutes before it had to be turned in, and I spent no time on it, so I've probably already missed them all. Mike Trout to 99 on that Elite Series insert for the Angels. Brewers to 468. Eric Hosmer. Kansas City Royals to, does that say 88? No, it's 88 of 99. I was like, oh my gosh. Wonder if did I read the other one wrong a while ago? Maybe I did. Maybe I read it backwards. No, I didn't. It really was 468. I should pick it back up to look. Another Mike Trout for the Angels. This one is to 306. Lots of Mike Trout tonight. Wonder if we'll find as much Mike Trout in Topps Inception this year as we did last year. Because I pulled a bunch of really good Mike Trout last year out of Inception baseball. A lot. In fact, one case had two of them. Both were, I think one was, they were both under 50. I think one was under 30 even. I mean, it was incredible. We pulled it a lot. Oh, nice. Oakland A's, Ricky Henderson. Very cool. Sticker auto. Awesome. Love it. Oakland A's. Score with Ricky Henderson. So that's pretty cool. We pulled the Ivan Rodriguez and Ricky Henderson tonight. Carl Edwards Jr. relic. Jason says, last box mojo came through after all. So you obviously have the Oakland A's. Very nice, man. I like that hit. To 999, Aaron Judge long ball insert for the Yankees. Kenley Jansen to 99, press proof Dodgers. Another Team USA. And this one is also to 999. It is Braden. Did you say, you figure that's Shoemack? Could be Shoemake, but I think it's probably Shoemack. I don't know, though, for certain. But I do know for certain it goes to Team USA. So that much we do know 100% for sure. All right, before we do our recap and before we do our random and all that stuff, I promised Joshua that I would put that spreadsheet back up. So we could figure out if the back half of this really does break on Saturday like I think it does. So let me get that up. And okay, so Heritage half is tomorrow night. Yeah, right there, Saturday. So Saturday night is the back half of this case of Donruss, along with the one box of the mini helmet autographed and the one box gold signature edition football. So those two together won't take 5 minutes at the start of the break. So Donruss baseball that night will start pretty close to the top of the break. And yeah. And then Heritage will be Friday night, Monday night, Donruss Saturday night, Sunday and Tuesday, both set up for basketball right now. So that's the deal there. While I'm at it, may as well just throw up the shipping in case some of you guys jumped in late and missed it. And I'm going to try really hard to get this out the door before Tuesday. I just know the way my week is stacked up that it may be Tuesday, so I always prefer to play it safe. That's why it says Tuesday in there, but I'm going to try to get it to you quicker than that. Now, we have got a little housekeeping to do before we recap. So conveniently, we hit exactly 3 of this one. I like that plan because that means one will go to Houston, one will go to St. Louis, and one will go to Cleveland, and none will go by way of random. So each team depicted on this card will get one. So that's how that's going to work. Now, all of these, I'm just kind of sorting them into groups to see how they shake out, because maybe we can do the same thing if these were to come out relatively even, which of course they don't, because that one's 3 and that one's 3, and yeah, okay, so they don't. All right, so what will happen with all of these, I'm going to go to random and just type in top team and bottom team, and that's going to apply to all of these cards. And because there's only 2 things going in there, I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 are not going to count. Whatever it lands on the 3rd time is going to count, and that will tell us where the card is ultimately going to go for each of those. So let's get back over to here. I better make sure I changed your view so you're on the same page I am. And then we'll roll through this. Oh, look at that, a typo. Okay, first one does not count, second does not count, third and final does. There's 3 times our date and time stamp. It goes to the team on the bottom. So, this little set will go to Cincinnati. Those are all the same cards, so those will go to Cincinnati. These will go to the Cubbies with Ryan Sandberg. These will go to the Cardinals with Molina. These to the Orioles with Manny Machado. And these to the Kansas City Royals, George Brett. Okay, so that tells you how all of our multi-team cards are going to be distributed. Now let's buzz through our hits. These are all Team USA. So remember, it had its own bidding spot. So everything you see here goes to USA Baseball Team USA bidding position. So that is that. We'll do a quick little pass through our numbered things, and that is, wow, they're sliding everywhere. That is primarily because we have several in here that were numbered to 10 or to 25. So we're going to do, again, not an extended pass through here, just a quick look. This is, of course, not numbered, but it was stacked there because it had the blank back. Basically just setting over there so I would remember to recap it. This one is an artist proof, and it is numbered to 10. It's one of a few artist proofs that we hit. Here is another artist proof. That's J.P. Crawford to 10. So we still have not hit our Ohtani. He has got to be in this case somewhere. I mean, he doesn't have to be, but I just think he should be. I hope he will be. This is another artist proof to 10. There's our whammy hit for the Yankees, Mickey Mantle. And you know, we didn't even pull any Ohtani inserts in this half, did we? Which normally we would. That's to 25. I mean, in our other case, I say normally, we only opened one other case, but in our other case, we pulled a decent number of his inserts in both halves of the case. In this one, we didn't pull any inserts for him. So maybe that means his signature will be in the second half. Wouldn't that be sweet? Yeah, that would make me happy. It would make somebody else happy too, but I just like pulling the good stuff. All right, quick run through of our hits. Nice little Ricky Henderson for the A's. It's a sticker auto. It's cool. That one is numbered 299. Nice Amed Rosario. Another Kiermaier. That Kiermaier is to 10. The other one, of course, was not as an blah, 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 blah. The patch on the other one was not as exciting, and it was not numbered to 10, but that one is. This is the one, remember, that has the big imperfection right there on the bottom of the card where the paper's pushed up or chipped away or something, came out of the pack that way. That's to 99, Kelly Tomlinson. And there's Nicky Delmonico to 99. He got us started off tonight, was the first hit out. Nice Braden Shipley to 10 for the Diamondbacks. Really cool patch there as well. Ozzie Albies, 1 of 2. That one was not numbered. Alex Bregman is to 99. Here's our other Braden Shipley. Sticker auto and relic. J.P. Crawford. Here's our Ozzie that is numbered to 99 for the Braves. Nice Ivan Rodriguez for the Marlins. And that is it for tonight. But still, that was a pretty good amount of time, right? I mean, that took us a while to get through all of those. But it always does. As long as it pays off in the end, we pull some fun stuff. Doesn't matter how long it takes, right? So once again, thank you, everyone. I appreciate always you bidding with me, breaking with me, chatting with me. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow night. So hopefully if I don't see you then, I'll see you again soon for another break. In the meantime, have a good rest of your week. Enjoy March Madness, and we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.